Welcome to a brand new video. This is part 2 of Cartel of Sinaloa, Venezuela's border or territory. So let's continue, my friends. We were talking on the previous video that President Maduro says that the militaries on his borders are CIA members and FBI members, Colombian Army, and U.S. Army, accompanied with illegal groups such as the Sinaloa Cartel. What Ivan Duque reply is that he blames that the Sinaloa Cartel members are sowing terror in their borders, in Colombia's borders, with Maduro's permission. Sowing terror in Venezuela with Maduro's permission. So he's the bad guy, Maduro. Right? That's what Ivan Duque says. But once again, why would the cartel of Sinaloa side with Venezuela? A country that doesn't have money, a country that doesn't produce the white powder, which 70% of that white powder that the Sinaloa cartel it's found in Colombia. So the UN, International Drug Control Board, announced that they detected powerful cartel of Sinaloa, Mexico, helping the ELN, Colombian paramilitaries in Venezuela. Maduro asked the Venezuelan military to be on full alert now that they know that those groups are found in its territory, Apure. Ivan Duque is proven to be more violent than the godfather of politics, Uribe. Just remember that that he was the one who helped Ivan Duque. The FARC handed over its weapons in agreement of 2016. Some former members of the FARC ended up forming an alliance with the Colombian military. And that's a well-known fact. And like I said before, the ones that didn't began to be hunted. If it were true that there are still groups of what was once known as FARC, they turn dissidents. That's a word that the media is using, dissidents. That these people are paid just like the terrorists, the ones members of different groups that they might be extinct by because of different reasons. They ally with other groups. They are hired to go to war, to do a job, to do a mission, right? And I believe that's what happened. That has happened to former members of FARC. But we cannot call them FARC anymore. They should find out what that group is named. Suffocate Venezuela by attacking it from different points, from different areas, from different directions. As I have informed you in other videos, Almagro, the Secretary General of the OAS himself, has admitted that the mission, and that mission is to overthrow the government of Maduro. So we have clues, there are clues that different organizations, different groups are trying to out Maduro. And they're using different strategies to do it. Back in 2015, paid other groups of these people pretended to be university students, and some of them might have been because they were young. Different type of injuries. But and you could see on corporate media They were riding their motorcycles. They had homemade bombs they were throwing at people. And a lot of citizens in Venezuela lost their lives because of those homemade weapons. And these paramilitaries that crossed the border onto Venezuela, they attack one of the Venezuelan army bases or military base in Apure. Here is something that it's not being talked about much, is that in March 19th of 2020, in the capital city of Venezuela, Caracas, a region by the name of Cota 1905 Observatory Peaje, that's a second place, and Petare were attacked. Apure, and then they attack all those other points in Caracas. Like I'm saying, they're trying to stretch the military. They're trying to stretch the military to a point where they're going to be able to take control of one of those areas. This person on the screen, his name is Carlos Negret. And he has said that, actually watch it on video, watch it on episode 1. You will know who that person is. In Colombia, there is talks of 6 to 11 different U.S. military bases, mobile, so that they can be put in any place. We cannot lose sight that Colombia has been converted into a North American headquarters to attack any country in the South America. We must also remember that there will be elections very soon in Colombia. And President Ivan Duque wants to be liked by the new president in the US, Biden. And I believe this is the reason why he's taking this type of strategies, so that he can be the favor of the North American Treaty. 3,000, almost 4,000 people who crossed the border to Colombia. This is a very interesting part. Here are already tents set up for them to find a place to sleep overnight, as well as food was waiting for them. Because no other country can move that fast. And I'm talking about first world countries. Colombia, although it's allied to NATO nations, Colombia is not a first world country, or it's not. Another thing that is very strange is that the government of Colombia only ordered 120 COVID vaccines for a population of 260,000 inhabitants. So where did all this food came? Where did all these tents came from? A refugee zone was already set up by the time these people crossed the border. And let me remind you that it's only a 5-minute cross. It takes 5 minutes to cross that river. Venezuela has never asked for money. Even during the 30-year civil war in Colombia, and let's say close to 6 million people crossed to Venezuela, Venezuela never asked for international help. Actually, Venezuela has Sukhois from Russia, and Venezuela has had to remind Ivan Duque that they can defend themselves. They don't want any war, especially with a neighbor like Colombia, that thanks to the help of Venezuela, Colombia was able to get independence. And thanks to one of the countries that worked very hard for the peace treaty, Colombia was supposed to be in peace right now. None of this civil war was supposed to be happening. Social defenders are not supposed to have died. 200 of them have died. Like I said, Ivan Duque is trying to get along with Biden, purchase helicopters, war helicopters, and it's not going to be a match for the S-200s, S-300s that Venezuela has purchased from Russia. And as I said, Sukhois move way faster than a helicopter. I mean, I know they're top of the line, but instead of buying vaccines to help the people of Colombia with the virus, $4, and I'm talking billions with a B. This president is not there to help its nation.
Fuerzas de seguridad de Venezuela expulsaron a grupos paramilitares que pretendían ejercer el control de la población. El delegado del gobierno para el estado Tachira, Freddy Bernal, informó sobre la expulsión de un reducto del grupo paramilitar Los Rastrojos en esa zona. Señaló además que tras la maniobra dispondrán en beneficio de esa población programas sociales, sistemas de seguridad y la atención de familias para descartar posibles casos de COVID-19.
Como esta, hemos recuperado 17 viviendas con todos los lujos en medio de este sector. ¿Viviendas de quién? De los rastrojos, de los capos, de los jefes paramilitares que durante mucho tiempo ejercieron el control y la esclavización de esta población. Ahora estas casas las vamos a utilizar para el impacto social de la revolución, para una base de misiones, para Barrio Entro, para un Simocito, para la Casa de Salud, para un módulo policial, en fin, para el pueblo.